Anxiety is a complex emotion that is often considered to be detrimental to human well-being. It can hold us back from taking action, especially when it comes to important aspects of our lives. Despite this, in the philosophical realm, anxiety is viewed in a different light. While it is true that anxiety disorders exist and require proper treatment, famous existential thinkers like Søren Kierkegaard, Friedrich Nietzsche, and Jean-Paul Sartre have suggested that anxiety can be harnessed and channeled in a positive way, leading us to achieve great things in our lives. By embracing our anxiety and viewing it as a catalyst for growth rather than a burden, we can learn to confront our fears and take bold steps towards self-improvement. This does not mean that anxiety is an easy emotion to manage, but with the right mindset, it can become a powerful tool for personal development and growth. Søren Kierkegaard, a renowned 19th-century Danish philosopher, is widely credited with founding the existentialist school of thought. One of his most famous contributions to philosophy is the concept of the leap of faith. According to Kierkegaard, this leap refers to the act of embracing the unknown despite the uncertainty, lack of logic or reason, based solely on faith that it will turn out okay. Kierkegaard posits that it is in these uncertain moments that anxiety is born. However, he also believes that we should make decisions and act on them despite the anxiety and dread of the situation. Kierkegaard argues that by facing our fears and taking a leap of faith, we can rise to the occasion and grow in our future endeavors. In essence, Kierkegaard's philosophy encourages us to embrace the unknown and trust in our ability to overcome the challenges that come our way. By doing so, we can tap into our full potential and achieve greater success and fulfillment in life. In his philosophical book titled The Concept of Anxiety, Søren Kierkegaard delves into the concept of anxiety and its implications on human existence. Through the use of a vivid example, Kierkegaard illustrates how anxiety works. He talks about a man standing at the edge of a tall building who experiences both fear and a thrilling impulse of intentionally throwing himself off the edge. This experience, according to Kierkegaard, is what he calls anxiety or dread. He further explains that anxiety arises from the freedom to choose and make decisions that profoundly impact our lives. This freedom, coupled with the realization of the potential consequences of our choices, can be overwhelming, leading to the dizziness of freedom. Kierkegaard's ideas on anxiety have greatly influenced modern psychology and philosophy, and his book remains a significant contribution to the study of human emotions and behavior. Kierkegaard's philosophy posits that the vast range of choices available to us is a result of anxiety, which can be a catalyst for our growth and development. He asserts that we must overcome anxiety in order to make a genuine effort to alter our lives and accomplish extraordinary feats. Anxiety can be seen as a type of vertigo that arises from our freedom, but it is within our power to channel it productively. Friedrich Nietzsche, a prominent 19th-century German philosopher, is widely regarded for his critical examination of religion, moral codes, and ethics in contemporary society. Nietzsche's philosophy highlights the constructive role of anxiety, which he contends is an essential component of human existence. He introduced the idea of eternal recurrence, which suggests that the universe will eventually reset and history will repeat itself. The concept of eternal recurrence is not meant to be nihilistic, but rather serves as a powerful tool for cultivating individual responsibility, authenticity, and creative expression. Nietzsche believed that anxiety is a natural part of the human experience, and it is through confronting and embracing it that we can reach our full potential. He also argued that traditional religious and moral frameworks were inadequate for guiding individuals in a rapidly changing world. Instead, he championed the idea of self-creation, where individuals are encouraged to create their own values and live their lives according to their unique vision. The concept of eternal recurrence is a central theme in Nietzsche's philosophy. It implies that the universe is cyclical and history will inevitably repeat itself. However, Nietzsche saw this as an opportunity for individuals to live their lives in harmony with this eternal cycle. By embracing the idea of eternal recurrence, individuals can take responsibility for their actions and create a life worth reliving. This concept serves as a powerful tool for cultivating individual authenticity, creativity, and self-expression. Nietzsche's theory of eternal recurrence posits that every individual will experience the same life with all its joys and sorrows an infinite number of times. This concept can create a sense of unease, as it implies that our choices and actions will have eternal consequences. Nietzsche questions whether we would want to live the same life repeatedly or make different choices, knowing that we are destined to experience the same moments over and over again. According to Nietzsche, this anxiety about the implications of our choices could inspire us to take deliberate actions, live up to our full potential, and attain greatness. Nietzsche argues that assuming responsibility for our actions cultivates anxiety, which in turn allows us to live intentionally, leading to greatness. Jean-Paul Sartre was one of the most prominent philosophers of the 20th century, known for his influential contributions to the field of existentialism. According to Sartre's philosophy, the universe we are born into is devoid of inherent meaning or purpose. As human beings, we are left with the daunting task of creating our own meaning and purpose in life. Sartre argued that the realization of this existential truth can lead to anxiety and dread as we struggle to find our place in a world that seems indifferent to our existence. However, he believed that this anxiety is not necessarily a negative emotion. Instead, it can be a catalyst for personal growth and self-discovery. By confronting the existential void and taking responsibility for our lives, we can create our own purpose and find meaning in the face of chaos. In Sartre's view, human beings have no predetermined essence or nature. Instead, we are free to define ourselves through our choices and actions. Sartre famously stated that existence precedes essence, meaning that we exist first and then define ourselves through our choices and experiences. This freedom of choice can be both liberating and daunting. On the one hand, it allows us to create our own destiny and pursue our dreams. On the other hand, it requires us to take full responsibility for our lives and accept the consequences of our choices. Despite the challenges of existentialism, Sartre believed that it offers a unique opportunity for self-discovery and personal growth. By embracing our freedom and taking responsibility for our lives, we can create a meaningful existence in an otherwise meaningless world. Kierkegaard, Nietzsche, and Sartre had different approaches to anxiety, but they shared some common themes. Kierkegaard saw anxiety as related to theology, while Sartre rejected the idea of God as an atheist. Despite their differences, they agreed that anxiety can bring about personal transformation if viewed positively. Their philosophies helped us to recognize anxiety as a fundamental aspect of human nature and taught us how to leverage it to our advantage for personal growth and wisdom. Rather than trying to eradicate anxiety, we should learn to coexist with it. This experience can help us overcome our limitations and flaws, leading to progress. The philosophy of Kierkegaard, Nietzsche, and Sartre is centered around the idea of accountability for our decisions and actions. They emphasize that each choice we make has a direct impact on the trajectory of our lives, and therefore it is crucial to take responsibility for them. This can be a daunting task, as it involves acknowledging the potential consequences of our choices and can lead to anxiety and uncertainty. However, the philosophers argue that anxiety should not be viewed as a negative emotion that needs to be eliminated. Instead, it can be seen as a positive force that can help us grow and improve as individuals. By embracing our anxiety and taking ownership of our actions, we gain the freedom to determine what we want to do with our lives and change our course of action for the better. This philosophy encourages us to view anxiety as a tool for personal growth and empowerment. It challenges us to confront our fears and take risks, allowing us to reach our full potential. Ultimately, by embracing our anxiety and taking responsibility for our decisions, we can achieve greatness and fulfillment in our lives.